Corey, at this stage in your career, you play for one reason, and that's to win. You personally had a great year, terrific playoffs, didn't get the ultimate prize. Where's your headspace at with how you assess what occurred this year?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we didn't get the job done. That's why we play the game. That's why, you play and you work out in the summer and you do all the things. And, it's unfortunate. It's tough. It never gets easy. I'll say that. But I think there's a lot of good hockey left in that room and a lot of good players in that room that want to win, and it's gonna get there.
When a guy has 19 goals and 5 fights in the regular season and 10 goals in the playoffs, he's got a compelling case as an unrestricted free agent. Is it about the money, or is it more about situational fit where he can win?
I just want to win, and I think if knowing me, that's been my motto the whole time is I want to win, and hopefully it's here, and hopefully we can figure something out and get something done. That's because this is a good team, and there's some good things that are ahead.
In that vein, what is there a status? What can you tell us about the status? Is there negotiations going on? Or are you guys talking about coming back? And how important would it for you would it be to kind of stick with this group?
Well, like I said, I would love to stay here. But I'll let the higher ups do the rest of the talking and do all that. So, but I thought my play was, I went out and left everything on the ice, everything I could give, and I let that do a lot of the talking. So, we'll see where it goes, and hopefully we're back.
Look back at this series, the Stanley Cup Final, the last 2 games in particular. Do you think it's more what Florida did, or maybe what you guys didn't do in games 5 and 6 in particular?
They're well rehearsed in what they do. They don't deviate from their game plan. They stuck with it, and they finished on their chances. It's the way hockey goes. Sometimes you get the break, sometimes you don't, and that's just the way it goes. I think for us, we left it all out there. We did as much as we could, and they found a way to win.
Corey, I just wonder if there's anything that surprised you about your season personally. You played a lot with Connor and Leon. You scored 19 goals, 10 more in the playoffs. Did you feel more comfortable, I guess, this year as well than you did coming in last year midseason?
Yeah, I mean, coming in halfway through a season is not easy. You have to, and at that point they were in the midst of their 16-game winning streak, and or whatever it was. So you just try to fit in and mesh, but I thought this year, I played some good hockey with them. I love playing with them. I mean, they're two of the best players in the world for a reason. So, I felt comfortable, and the family was here, and they were comfortable, and so it worked, and I was excited about that.
Corey, going to that many Stanley Cup Finals and losing, when you look back at that, is that devastating, or are you glad for that experience? How does a player view that?
Yeah, it's devastating. I mean, 5 of the last 6, it doesn't get any easier. It just it doesn't feel real, but you get ready and you move on, and I mean, you get ready for next season. Hopefully, you have that opportunity again.
You don't look back 10 years from now and say that was pretty cool to get there that many times and be a part of it.
Well, yeah, maybe in 10 years when I look back, whenever I'm done playing.